Hello, I am Furycat, and welcome to Crusader Kings 3. This just released the other day, and I've been quite excited to play this for a little while. I played a lot of Crusader Kings 2 back in the day. I haven't played it for a wee while, but played a good bit of that. And yeah, I've been looking forward to the latest installation from Paradox. So I've not really played much of this. I've played through the kind of tutorial a bit, just kind of familiarise myself with the interface and the basics, but I've not actually really jumped into a game yet, so we're gonna be going into this a little bit blind. I suspect there will be mistakes made, but it's, you know, all part of the learning process. So we're gonna go ahead and let's start a new game. Now, you've got two eras. You've got the 867 era and the 1066 era, and you've got like sort of stories, if you will, that already exist. So, for example, Rags to Riches, you can play as, you know, one of these guys, or Iberia, you've got like the various kings warring in Spain. You've got the whole fate of England, obviously, with you know, the incumbent King Harold of England and William the Bastard about to come in and, you know, rename himself William the Conqueror. And obviously you've got the King of Norway over here, the King of Denmark, and the King of Scotland, all, you know, kind of duking it out. And then same again in the kind of 867 setting. Now we're not going to do any of these. Instead, so you can actually see here, actually in 867, the situation in the UK here. Well, as it wasn't the UK then, it was a whole load of kind of competing kind of kingdoms and a whole lot of Vikings at the time. The legendary son of Ragnar Lothbrok. So you've got Ivar the Boneless up here in the kind of the Isles and a little bit of Ireland, and Bjorn Ironside over here back in Scandinavia, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye in sort of this area of Scandinavia here, and a little bit of Denmark, I guess, and Halfdan Whiteshirt in York, or Jorvik as it would have been then. We're still not going to play any of these, but it's an interesting time period. However, you also have this button down here, the whole play as any ruler in 867, and that's what we're going to do. And this is actually quite interesting, the way they've kind of structured this, as you'll see here when it loads. So you got the whole map here, and you can see all the various kind of kingdoms and so on. So, for example, we could go, oh yes, West Francia here. We want to play as King Charles the Second the Bald of West Francia. Or you know, over here we could play as you know, Petty King Ethelred of Wessex. Or you know, this guy Birgit Bjorn. You're going to hear me butchering a whole load of names, but yeah, the, you know, Mercia, or, you know, the King of Northumbria, King Oswulfson. But, you know, maybe I don't want to play as a king, so you can actually zoom in on this and say, well, okay, so this is your king here, but, well, he's got these dukes underneath him, or earls, or so, you know, this guy, the earldom of Dunholm, which is as small as that gets. But if we were to have a look at one of the larger kingdoms, for example, West Francia here, you'll see, you know, we can zoom in and go, okay, there's dukes here, so you could play the Duke of Anjou, who owns all that land. But if you zoom in further, you'll see that under him, well, actually, he's got some counts or earls that you could potentially play as, you know, if you want as well. So you've got a lot of granularity. Now, being as I'm, you know, a good Scotsman, we're gonna play as Scotland here. Now, we've actually got a couple of options here. We've got the Petty Kingdom of Strathclyde down here. I don't think has any vassals under him. He does not. Well, I mean, he will have vassals, but none that are playable. Or you've got the Kingdom of Alba with King Canusantin MacCinaed of Alba. MacCinaed, I don't know. Horrible mispronunciation. But you can see under him, he's also got the High Chieftain of Moray, who has a couple of vassals. And, you know, he's got the this guy of Athol as well, who I think owes vassalage directly to him. Yeah, these are directly under him. But the High Chief of Moray is under him. But if let's have a look around and see who we've got here. This chap here, I mean, he is 23, so he's reasonably young. He's arbitrary, zealous, and honest. Okay, and he's got, you know, he's got some vassals. He's got a fair bit of holdings up here, so Maybe not terrible there. 23-year-old who seems reasonably good. And you can see all kinds of things. He's a treacherous zealot. He's unmarried at the moment. Or we've got the Kingdom of Alba here. King Canusantin, I think, is how you'd pronounce that. Yeah. So he's a good Catholic, good Gaelic. What's he like? He's arbitrary, he's stubborn, and he's chaste, which reduces his facility. That could be a problem. Now, he is young. He's 25, but he doesn't currently have a wife. But we'd definitely want to get him married and reproducing as soon as possible. I don't think any of his vassals are particularly good. Yeah, they're all a bit older. So yeah, they're probably not going to last terribly long. The lifespans of people back here are not great. 36, he's possible. He's lazy. No, we don't want to play as him. You're forgiving, calm, compassionate. All of these are little personality traits that affect your skills and so on. I mean, I think we maybe want to, you know, play as King Canusantin here. We'll just have to get round the chaste. We'll get him a good fertile wife. So we're going to go ahead and play as him. So yeah, we'll leave it on normal difficulty. I may come to regret that, but that's what we're going to do. Let's hit play and give it a try. Now, here we go. We're paused. Now, the things we're going to have to be concerned about here in the good kingdom of Alba. For one, we've got a bunch of Vikings, like right here. And that could be a problem, because Vikings, they like to fight and conquer. We've also potentially got a rival here in the Kingdom of Strathclyde, and then we've got the Kingdom of Northumbria to our south, who are, it looks a bit larger than us. And there's more Vikings down here, Jorvik, I think Cornwall might be, I'm not sure. And then we've got the various, you know, kind of kingdoms that make up, eventually, England. So we want to avoid getting eaten by Vikings. We want to try and avoid allowing a united England to emerge, because that's a powerhouse that we're not going to be able to take on readily. Not until we've had a good chance to consolidate our position. And I believe we're tribal at the moment. Yes, we are tribal, so we're going to want to try and get ourselves advanced to feudal as well, to put us on more level footing with these various feudal kingdoms to our south. And I think Strathclyde might actually be feudal. Yeah, they are. What about the Vikings? They're tribal. Okay, so at least we're on reasonably common footing with them. Right, let's get started. So we need to. Oh, we've got to cast a vote for the heir to the kingdom. Oh, hang on. We have an elective form of succession. That's interesting. Let's have a wee look at our realm here and succession. Oh, we have a succession law of Confederate partition. Titles will be divided equally among our children. But we don't have a designated heir. Okay. So I guess we have to have an election because we don't have a child? No, we do have a child. Domhnall here is our son. So... okay. I mean, I guess we'll nominate our son, because he's our son. We've got our brother here. Oh, that's interesting. The High Chieftain of Moray is our brother. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I can sense some intrigue here, just keeping our kingdom together. But where's our son? Where's our son? We'll nominate our son. Oh, hang on. So yeah, view election. Election for heir. we gotta click the button here. Yeah, I've got to keep in mind, whenever you click on a person, it'll take you to that person. I want to tell you what. No electors vote for any of these people. So the electors currently don't seem to really... Who are our electors? Let's see, I'm one, and I've got quite a lot of votes. It looks like these are probably... yeah, this is our Chancellor and Vassal. It looks like it's basically all of our vassals. All the people who owe their... They're in the Earldom of the Isles. How do you get a vote? Interesting. And then, yeah, as people go down, their votes get fewer and fewer. Okay. Okay, right. So yeah, we're gonna say that we cast our vote for our son because, well, he's our son. And probably what we want to take over from us. Alright, what else? We got to choose a lifestyle. So this is, you have these, effectively, they're like kind of skill trees. And if you go into each of them, you've got like kind of 3 focuses you can select, which will earn you some bonuses and some experience per month, which you can then use to unlock all these perks. You can actually see we appear to already have gone down the torturer tree. Well, that's a bit concerning. So what does this give us? 50% chance to gain either 1 intrigue or 1 prowess when I torture someone. I gain a load of dread, so people fear me. And I thrive in chaos, so I gain martial intrigue and prowess when I'm stressed. Not sure we want to follow on being a torturer, although... we do get a bonus to it because we're good at it. Yeah, we're going to earn more experience, but I'm not sure that's necessarily what we want. So I suppose we should have a look at ourselves. See, what are we like? So, yeah, we're pretty good at intrigue. We're pretty good at stewardship. Well, I mean, we're average. Martial's a bit below. We're not very diplomatic. We're not especially learned. And we're not particularly great in personal combat. So I think stewardship might be worth a look. We can either increase our income, gain a whole load of stewardship. Yeah, I think we'll go for domain focus. It gives us a whole bunch of bonus stewardship, which will help push it up. And then we can start unlocking some of these. We want to amass money. I think money is going to be useful to us early on. Right, so that's that taken care of. We're not married. Well, that's a problem. Now, we only have 1 heir. This is both a blessing and a curse. 1 heir means that because we've got this succession law where our titles are divided equally among our children, if we have a lot of kids, we've got 4 titles here, so yeah, the Kingdom of Alba, our primary, will go to our highest ranked child, then somebody else will pick up Gowrie, and somebody will pick up Angus, and somebody will pick up Mearns. So yeah, having only 1 child means that all titles go to him. The downside is if anything happens to that 1 child, we're kind of a bit boned. So I think we probably do want to try and get another heir. Let's find us a spouse. Now, there's interesting things about marriage. One is your spouse's skills are going to supplement your skills when it comes to running the kingdom. You can also get inheritable traits. Like, here we go, like quick. Which basically means they're a bit smarter than average. And this trait is congenital, which means it can be passed on to our children. And you can also get alliances. When you marry into another noble house, you will have an alliance with them. You can call them into your wars. So you also get prestige if you marry into a prestigious house. So we probably want to marry into a decent alliance here on the island. Mercia, maybe. Or Jorvik might not be a terrible plan, because they're on the other side of Northumbria, who could be a rival of ours early on. But that does mean we're going to be marrying outside of Catholicism. Well, I guess we can always try and convert her. Let's have a wee look here. Alliance power. West Francia. And what's their symbol? Interestingly, it's a kind of rampant lion-y thing, much like Scotland. How about that? Mind you, I guess looking at rampant lions are fairly common back in this period. Do we see anybody who looks like they might be from Jorvik that we can marry? Not really. It's not looking like there's anyone here that we can marry. Well, that's a shame. We can also do like filtering and searching. So can we search? Enter part of a character's name, dynasty, house, trait, culture, or faith. What's their dynasty house called? Well, okay. I'm not sure even how we... Oh no, that's their faith, okay. What's his dynasty? Let me find that out for me. Ah, yeah. Oh god, that's a mouthful. See if we can find anybody from his dynasty that is marryable. Yeah, oh, there you go, that's helpful. Yeah, from this dynasty. Okay, so that's our filter. No. That's upsetting. We want to get rid of that then. The other thing I guess we can do is we can look for traits inheritable. See if we can find anybody who's interesting in a inheritable traits. Where are you? You are... I don't know who you are. Manitou. Count. Yeah, you're just a count. You're not especially impressive. And you're a bit young. Ooh, hello. You're in good health. You're comely, so you're attractive. What are you good at? You are temperate, lustful. Might help with getting another son. And you're a bit arrogant, and you're not particularly fond of me. And you're a commoner. Well, that's no use to us. We can't go marrying common folk now. She might not be a terrible. She is Norse. Okay. What's your trait? You're brave, you're generous, you're a bit arrogant. Your skills are... Oh, look at that learning skill. That could help shore up one of our weaknesses. Marry you? Let's see what we can... You're willing to accept? You are willing to accept. Outstanding. Okay, so that takes care of the marriage part. A lot of this game is about kind of managing the intricate web of relationships between various nobility. Let's see, what else have we got as issues? We're not endorsed by our Archbishop. Well, that's a problem. Why are we not endorsed by our Archbishop? Because he doesn't really like us. Okay, well, we'll need to fix that. We also don't... Well, we're waiting on our spouse. Okay, well, let's get something going to start that. Let's start a scheme to sway his opinion in our favour. There we go. We want to make him like us more. So that should hopefully clean that up. Raid. Sending your army to raid Haddington would bring loot. I'm certain it would. We may even do that in a moment. We'll deal with that in a moment. We can negotiate an alliance with High Chieftain Aid. This is our brother. Sure, I mean, having an alliance with our brother seems useful. Our heir is second in line to inherit Moray. Good. We're first in line to inherit Moray. I'm guessing our brother doesn't have an heir. No, he doesn't. So if anything happens to him, we inherit his lands. Oh, really? Well, okay, that's interesting. We've got our active election. Our leading candidate is our son. Good. We can create the Duchy of Albany. I'm betting we probably can't. Yeah, because we don't have enough money. So basically you can create titles for duchies, which are basically collections of earldoms. If you control a majority of them, you can basically say, yep, this is actually a duchy, and it's quite handy for parceling out a bit more of your land amongst your followers or to yourself. But that's fine, we can do that later. We can also declare a whole pile of wars. Yeah. I don't know if we want to be going to war just yet. We'll see. So, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Okay, so we've taken care of our immediate pressing concerns. I should maybe have a look at our council and see. Our marshal is our brother, and he's not great at it. Are there better options that we could point? There are, but they're not massively better than him, and we probably don't want to risk angering him at the moment since he is one of our most powerful vassals. We'll leave him alone. Who's this chap? He's our Chancellor and he's a vassal. Where do you rule? You rule Fife. Okay. You're not really a particularly powerful vassal. Is there anybody better than you at diplomacy? Oops. Yes. Yes, there is. This guy's quite a bit better. But we'd have to pay to recruit him. Again, the next best isn't that much better. We'll live with him for now. Our spymaster is exceptional, although he's not that fond of us, so we may want to change that. Our steward, who are you? You're another one of our vassals. Okay, is there better stewards available to us? there is our champion, I guess. Oh yeah, he's one of our knights, effectively. But again, you're not massively better. We probably want to keep him in reasonable balance. And we can't, I believe, replace our councillor because he's appointed by the Pope. So we're just going to have to make him like... Okay, well maybe revisit this because there are better options available for our chancellor. But we're good for just now. Now, what do we want to have everybody doing? Probably want you to focus on domestic affairs, which will basically make all of our direct vassals like us a bit more over time. And that's going to be quite handy. So you do that. You sure organize our levies, so that'll give us more levies, troops that we can raise to go fight for us. So sure, our spymaster now. I think first we may want to see if we can find any dirt on our brother, since he's our most powerful vassal. So why don't we have you go find secrets over there? Our steward, I think we probably need to gather taxes for us. What else can he do? He can promote our culture. But I think this is all Gaelic anyway. There's a little bit of mixing in here, but not a huge amount. So I think we're probably okay there. Or we can increase development in a county. I think initially we're going to want money, so let's get you focusing on money. Our bishop... Fabricate a claim somewhere. But I think we actually already have Cassius Belli to go to war with just about everybody around us. Let's have a check with you. Can I go to war with you? Oh yeah, look at that. We can invade his kingdom. And conquer a duchy, although these are levels of favour not good enough, so we would just have to conquer a county. We're of similar power though, so I don't want to do that, but we don't need to fabricate any claims, it looks like. So I guess improve religious relations. Sure, that increases my piety. That can't hurt. We'll be good and pious. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and start time actually moving then and see what starts to come of things. So, designate a guardian for Domino. Oh yes, we do. And we've got an alliance with our brother. Excellent. So we can designate a guardian. So a guardian's going to be responsible for his education. Are you actually any good at anything? You taking after your old man. He's charming, but he's arbitrary. He's taking after his old man a bit in the intrigue stakes. Let's have a look-see here. Do we double down on intrigue then? Do we just make him a conniving little son of a bitch? Or do we try and bump his stewardship? Let's have a look. What have we got in terms of people with really good intrigue? It's not stellar really, is it? What about stewardship then? I have our champion here train him. But he's a craven. And we don't want that to rub off on our son necessarily. So, okay, well, maybe not that then. What about Marshall? Can we train him to be a warrior? Oh god, no. not so much. We don't really have any people who are fantastic warriors. Diplomacy? Maybe? Okay. He's chaste and gluttonous. Ooh, you're a grey eminence. You're calm. You're shy. Let's go with you. I quite like this grey eminence. We'll see if we can make that rub off on him. So you're gonna become my son's guardian. Outstanding. And we're gonna get married. Great. I like getting married. My brother is the new heir. Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. Right, we've got a decision to make. Because we get married, we can either collect a royal aid duty to basically make the peasantry pay for our wedding, or we can let our subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care and get a bunch of prestige. We are kind of poor, so I think we're going to take the money there, I think, because we need it. Okay, that gives us a bit of cash to play with. We can think about maybe bulking out our military. So you see we've got levies that we can raise. This is basically where you grab some peasants, shove something that might generously be called a weapon in their hands and tell them you're in the army now, let's go. You've also got your champions, which are kind of knights, but because we're tribal, they're champions. And they'll fight on the battlefield for us. They can kill enemy champions, and they are also raging killing machines and will butcher their way through hordes of men. And we can also have men-at-arms regiments, which are properly recruited and trained troops. These guys are basically professional soldiers. So I think we're going to want to do that. Now, let's see. We've got plains. I want to have a look at the terrain around here, where we're likely to be fighting. So we've got plains, hills. Plains, hills, loads of hills here and plains. So hills and plains seem fairly common. Light footmen are great in forests and taiga and jungle and not really terribly bad anywhere. Archers are good in hills, forests and taiga and again not particularly bad anywhere. Horsemen like plains for sure. Pikemen, hills, mountains, yeah, And of course armoured footmen. Oh, these don't cost money, these cost prestige. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because we're tribal, it's when you're feudal. Okay. I'm thinking we're maybe going to go with some light footmen here. We'll recruit our unit of light footmen. Well, we've actually got quite a lot of prestige, so we can maybe raise also bowmen then. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a couple of regiments. So these start off small and they'll fill out. And they're generally quite a lot more effective than levies. So that's going to bulk our military strength up so we can start to cast an eye towards what we're going to do. So, where's our main holding here? Is in St. Johnston here. Yeah, this is our main holding. Of the Kingdom of Alba. Now, what have we got built here? I'm sure there's a way to look at... No, look at me. Yeah, here we go. Wrong one. That's what I'm after. There ain't much of jack all here. We have a tribal hold. And that's... We can make it a fortified tribal hold, but that costs a bunch of money. We can also build our holdings up here. So let's see what our options are. We can create palisades, which will give us a defender advantage, an extra level fortification, more levies, more garrison. It makes our spearmen and archers more dangerous. Okay. War camps give us levies, an extra knight, and makes our knights more effective. That's potentially not bad. Heavy infantry and skirmishers are more effective. Okay. Gathering halls gives us a bunch of levies. We get growth increase and prestige increase overall. Markets give us money and more supply. Interesting. I'm leaning in the direction of war camps here. Because another knight is certainly handy. You get a bunch of levies, and it does make our skirmishers better. Let's construct a war camp. So that's going to take a little while to construct the sparring grounds, but that's fine. So there we go, that's that underway. Excellent, things are progressing well. Hopefully, and let's go ahead and speed things up a little, just because we're kind of waiting on influencing people. This guy doesn't, well, he actually kind of likes us a little bit. How does good old King Ayla here feel about us? He's reasonably well disposed to us. About the Jarldom of the Isles, how do you feel about us? You hate us. Because Catholicism is evil. That's bad. Let's see, we've got some events here. So a sinful bishop, Prince Bishop has been exposed. Which decreased the fervor of Catholicism. So your faith kind of has a fervor, which is basically how your faith is doing at large in the world. When there's lots of fervor, like things like crusades and holy wars and stuff will go on. Okay, well that's far away from us. We're probably not that concerned. Excessive tariffs. Our steward being a bit meh has caused us to have a smuggling ring in Angus. That's upsetting. What's that going to do? It's limiting our supply limit and development growth. That's upsetting. Oh well, not a lot we can do about that at the moment, I suspect. We're not uncovering any secrets yet at High Chieftain Aid's court. However, I believe there's something going on in the shadows. Well, that's fine. You just keep right on with that. That is quite okay with me. Accusations of Witchcraft. So, bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange-smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Angus as proof that Morag has been practicing witchcraft in her hut. Villagers claim her evil works must be the cause of the bad weather and are calling for her execution. Poor lass. Let's have a look at you. So you're a wise woman, so you're well learned. You're a bleeder. Oh, any kind of wound might prove fatal to her, and that's congenital. She's pretty, however. She's a bit of a bargainer. She's humble, but she's a humble sadist, okay? And she's greedy. She's quite good at diplomacy. So what can we do? We can either release her, which upsets the peasants for 5 years, but I'll get 300 stewardship experience. But popular opinion goes down. We can burn her for her crimes against God, which will get piety and make the peasants like me more. Or I can get her as an advisor, which costs me 100 piety, and upsets the peasants, but she likes me, and I guess she joins our court? Not really sure that I have much of a use for you, I'm afraid, lass. I like the stewardship lifestyle experience, but we'll deal with upset peasants, so there we go. So she gets released, she doesn't die. And we get a bunch of lifestyle experience, which I'm generally okay with. Oh, we've lost smuggling ring. Good. That's what I'm liking to hear. Where's his troops off to, I wonder? Are you at war with somebody? Who are you warring with? You are warring... You're raiding. Oh, yes, raiding. Yes, that's a good point. We should do some raiding. We should absolutely do some raiding. Where's our military? Our men-at-arms regiments are all good. Let's raise as raiders. There you go. And there's our army. It'll take them a little while to kind of accumulate. And then we can send them off a-raiding. Where shall we raid to? We could raid our neighbor here. We'll raid him. Seems like a legitimate thing to do, really, doesn't it? So we're raiding. Let's see what's going on here. Finish the Find Secrets task. Despite our best efforts, there's no secrets at High Chieftain Aid's court. I do not believe we'll ever find anything either. There's less going on here than a graveyard at noon. Well, that's upsetting. What are we going to have our chief spy do now? Suppose we could have him find secrets elsewhere. Who shall we go and look at secrets for? Petty King. Yeah, well, maybe we could go see if he's got any interesting secrets we can maybe use on him. Let's do that. See what's going on there. Where's my spouse? There she is. Why is she not showing up in my council? What can prevent her from carrying out her role? Being the ruler of their own realm. Residing in another ruler's court, being imprisoned, having the incapable trait. So are you a ruler? Have a look at you. She is a ruler. She rules over a chieftain. And she has kids as well. Let's have a look. Where's her chieftain? Look at that. Ah, she rules all the way up here in Iceland. Well, that's interesting. I married the Queen of Iceland. Huh. Well, okay. I mean, we might have to divorce her then. Okay. But we want a queen that can help us out, so I guess we'll just have to ask if we can ask the Pope for a divorce. Why can we can't? The Pope doesn't like me. That's upsetting. Hopefully that'll change over time. We've already made our first mistake. We've married the Queen of Iceland. Interesting. I guess that's a long-distance relationship. How's our raiding doing? We have successfully raided there. Cool, let's move on and raid here then. I think they're carrying loot now. Yeah, look at that, we're carrying loot. It's like our national pastime, is we just raid everybody. Yes, bring me the loot. Oh yeah, look at that sweet, sweet loot. Let's move on. Our neighbouring ruler has won a war. Jarl Ivar has won against Aela of Northumbria. Ooh. Sounds bad. Oh. And suddenly there's no more Northumbria, just Jorvik. Well, okay then. That's interesting. Indeed. We've raided there, I guess. Yeah, it looks like. Let's just keep moving on and raiding. Looks like a lot of this is raided. Probably don't want to raid the Vikings. That seems like it might upset them a little bit. There's not much loot there, but, you know, we'll see what we can find as we poke around. Eventually we want to go home with our mountains and mountains of cash. Well, Duke Aela is gone, so let's see if we can discover secrets. I guess now at this chap's court. So yeah, we go and see if Jarl Halfdan has any awesome secrets. We're happily raiding away here. How's our raid going? Progressing well. They don't have a lot of money here. Is there loot here? Not really. We'll take what's not nailed down, I suppose. Yep, that's all raided. I mean, I guess we can always... Oh, I don't know, we probably don't want to upset them. That seems like that. We could pop over into Ireland and be like, hey, we're here for your stuff. Want to give us your stuff? Maybe. Maybe kind of no. I'm surprised nobody's upset about us raiding. Seems odd, but... okay, yeah, we're still carrying a reasonable amount of loot. Let's just keep going. And raid all your territory. Yes, we've swayed Lonan, our... And now he endorses us. Our priest likes us now. Outstanding. We'll make him like us a bit more. It probably seems like it's a good thing to have him on board with our, you know, us. Okay, you're still not fully loaded up on loot, so let's just keep on raiding. It's the summer pastime here. Great. So who's this chap? Spy Master. So what are we going to get? We can increase our intrigue, maybe. Or we gain taking intrigue lessons, which is intrigue +3. Or I gain a... I mean, yeah, I'll take some assistance getting my intrigue up. There we go, 2 more intrigue. We're getting good at this intrigue business. Oh, what we got here? We're being raided by the Jarl. Well, that just seems rude. I suppose we should send our raiders home and defeat him. Go kick his bum. Our armies are similarly skilled, which you can see the little let me pause it for a second. These 3 kind of squares here show how the quality of the troops. So we're both high quality, but I've got more. Can we see anything about his troops? Just how many he has, I think. Yeah, but I reckon we can take him in battle. It's fine. Let's go. Oh yeah, he's making a break for it. Don't let him get away. Yeah, we caught him. Battle of Dunfermline. Come on, kill him. Despite... Yeah, no, keep at it. I'm sure there's secrets. Our champion was more maimed. Oh no. Our other champion was wounded. I mean, it's Vikings for you, but we have defeated them, and our quality of our troops goes up. Brilliant. That's what I like to see. We have defeated the raiders, and I think it seems only fitting that we'll go and raid them a bit. Go on, move. Am I not? Okay, go on. Let's go and raid them a bit more, because we're still... Oh, we've dropped our loot off. Outstanding. May as well just keep raiding. This area has all been raided quite thoroughly. So let's go and find areas that have not been raided. What's our issue? Yeah, well, I'm trying to get loot. We're looting Selkirk. The temple at Selkirk. Oh, let's see what we got here. Faction has been created as the Peasant Rabble. Well, that's bad. We have one member, which is the peasants from Angus. We maybe need to do something about this here in Angus. Our control is high. I'm not sure what we can do. Culture is Pictish. Well, that seems bad. We need to fix that. Where's our council? Maybe if we get our... who is it that spreads our culture? Our steward. Let's go and spread our culture. There, that might help. Because we're getting plenty of money from raiding, so I don't think we need him gathering taxes. We're going for a raiding-based economy here, I think. Ooh, we've got our first perk for the stewardship lifestyle. Outstanding. Reduce our building costs. Well, say we're going down here. Use claim throne loan against our liege. We don't really have a liege. Make our vassals give us more levies. Domestic affairs more efficient. This makes people... I think this is more about making people like us, I think. This, I think, is about building and stuff, which might be good, but there's this here. We can demand payment for hooks, and we're quite good at intrigue. So hooks are when you find secrets out about people, which you can use to then, like as it says, as a hook where you can use it to blackmail them effectively. You can go, hey, I know that you, despite being married, have a lover. And if you don't do what I tell you, I'm going to reveal it. But this lets us get money out of obligations, which seems quite entertaining. Could pick that up, because we don't have to stick to going down this. We can take bits from places anywhere we want. So we could get the kind of making our buildings cheaper as well. So let's get golden obligations. That seems like it might be quite funny. Excellent. Okay, let's continue with our raiding. Yeah, that gives us some money. Let's go and raid over here. Well, that's got a good bit of loot. How's the rest of this look? Yeah, I mean, there's loot. There's good loot over here. Oh, look at that. That's tasty. That's not got very good loot. I think it's been raided. This looks tasty, though. Might go and raid there in a moment. We'll raid our way over there. Unless he's thinking about raiding us. In which case we might have to return home and give him a good kicking. We captured Erlstein's wife during the Siege of Kelso. Well, okay then. Finished finding secrets. Just can't find any secrets. Well, okay, let's see. Where else can we send you to find secrets? You're supposed to be good at this stuff, man. We could go and see if there's any secrets at this chap's court. Yeah, go do that. Meanwhile, back in the raiding. We're continuing to accrue money. Oh, what have we got here? Ransom. You want to give us money to get her back. Yeah, okay. I like money. I mean, that's why I'm raiding. Alright, cool. There we go. We've raided there. Now let's go get some of the juicy stuff here. Is that the remains of the wall? That looks like that might be the remains of Hadrian's wall right there. Administration fails. Mismanaged population, which makes people unhappy. In Angus. Well, of course in Angus. Why would it not be in Angus where they're already a bit miffed? I think we may have to kill some peasants at some point here. If they rebel, we got to put them back in their place. Good, you've made quite a bit of money out of your raiding there. I guess we'll just continue progressing along this way, may as well. We've made Lone like us more. Good. Oh, he's feeling pretty good about us right now. Excellent, that's what I like to see. We'll keep at it. We'll make him really, really like us. Yeah, it looks like everything's raided out down here, so I'm thinking raiding season may soon be over. Is there any good loot to be had? There's a little bit of loot to be had there, actually. We'll raid. Ooh, an empty council position. Oh no! Our Chancellor has died. I think he was garbage anyway. Let's find a better Chancellor. I'm liking the look of you. You, an evil lackey. Okay. Yeah, but look at that diplomacy skill, yeah. And we've got tons of money now, so... And he only wants 3 gold. Yeah, okay. Well, congratulations, you're my Chancellor. And he really likes me. Yep, continue with domestic affairs for now. We'll start thinking about foreign affairs in a little bit. yeah, let's raid this. Our army's starting to deplete, so I think it's soon to be time for us to head for home, because... really? Anybody have any secrets around here? Let's see, who else could we go and find things out about? What about Petty King Edmund down here of East Anglia? Let's go and see if if he's got any devious secrets we can use to extort money out of him. A powerful vassal demands a council position. Who are you? You're the dude of Fife. I thought you already had a position. Oh no, he's the new dude of Fife. I guess because the old dude of Fife died and this guy took over and he wants a position. I have bad news for you, but you suck, so no. Go away. No position for you. By being less terrible. I think after this raid concludes, we're going to head home. We've done our raiding, we've made a bunch of money. We're almost at loot carrying capacity here anyway. We need to get the troops back home. Ooh, our neighbour has won a war. Bring our glorious, glorious bags of loot home. Jarl Ivor has won a war against East Anglia. Okay. That just not exist anymore now. These Vikings are causing problems everywhere. Faction has created the Pictish Catholic Populists. Well, that's interesting. Who are these guys? So, peasant want lower county control. Yeah, good luck with that. Raid loot delivered. Great! And look at all that acclaim. Let's disband that army. Thanks, guys. It's a good summer raiding season. You can go home now. Let's see. So he wants to lower county authority. And this is the power. So they want independence, which is a peasant rabble in Angus. So we've got 2 peasant rabbles in Angus. Yeah, foreign culture upset wasn't. They're really kind of upset with us. Well, tough. No, we're not. We're done raiding for now. Gotta let our forces recover from highly effective raiding season there. How's our construction cover? Oh yeah, it's getting close. We'll soon be able to do a bit more construction. You want to focus your construction on your primary holding, simply because the other ones just are likely to go away. Despite our best efforts, my agents yet to uncover any secrets at Edmund's court. Nobody's got any secrets here. Let's have another crack at our brother. He must be doing something devious, surely. I mean, just look at the man. He does not look like a trustworthy sort. And he's my heir as well, which is upsetting to me. He doesn't have an heir himself, however. And I am his heir. Well, he does. I'm his heir. And he's not terribly good at intrigue. What does his court look like? Who's his spy master? Does he... He doesn't even appear to have a spy master, which is odd. Not seeing any particularly good spy type traits there either. Interesting. We might be able to plot to have our brother killed. So that A, he'll not be our heir anymore, and B, we can take all his stuff. Okay. Well, things are a bit quiet for now, so let's go and speed time up some while we wait for interesting things to happen. Actually, we've got some decisions we could maybe have a little look at. We could call... Oh, search for a physician. Yes, that's definitely worth doing. We definitely want a court physician. In case anything were to happen to us having a good physician. So let's see. Apparently, Renata is quite experienced, or Reimbut seems enthusiastic. Let's have a look at you. So what are you like? You are whole of body. Wow, okay. Spindly. Astute intellectual, gregarious, diligent, and ambitious. What about you, my good sir? You're reckless. kind of flexible. You're more of a military man. I'm sure I want somebody reckless being my court physician, so I think we'll go with Renata. You are now, congratulations, you're my court physician. I can ask our head of faith for gold by spending piety. I've got quite a bit of gold at the moment, and I don't really want to lower the Pope's opinion of me, so I think we're good. No, there's still, no, I want to keep it up. You know, I'm sure the man must have secrets. Let's see, how's our intrigue getting on? We've got about 3 months to go before we can sway Lonan a bit more, and then we can maybe start swaying someone else to like us more. Possibly our spy master, actually, because it's probably good to have your spy master like you. No, I don't want to ask my head of faith for gold. We're good. Oh, a new heir. Interesting. A call to war. Once... Oh, hang on. Okay, hang on. Sway compliments. The Archbishop, I could make him more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, and I can say that he's one of these. Let's have a look at the man. He is a monk. Conscientious scribe, he's lazy, he's wrathful, he's vengeful. We could praise his soaring ambition, his loyalty and sense of honor, his empathy and kind heart. Let's compliment his soaring ambition, that might work. And then let's pause, we've been called to war. So he's trying to conquer Orkney. Okay. So he's going to lose a bunch of prestige, and I join in the war against Chieftain of Orkney and the Chieftain of Shetland. If I decline, he'll lose opinion. Sure, let's accept. Oh, we've swayed Lonan. Brilliant. So I think we probably want to start swaying our spy master next. Yeah, let's start getting him to like me more. I'm lying to inherit titles. Moyne and Inverness. Yes, I'm aware of this fact. I suppose we better raise our banners. Okay, and slow time down slow. Oh yes, he liked my compliment of his ambition. Good. So here's our troops all levied up and good to go, so I guess we go and join in. Seems like the thing to do. No, there's no fine. Okay, there's no secrets there, so okay. Let's instead have him disrupt schemes for now. Clearly we're just not finding any juicy hooks. Upsetting. I really wanted to, you know, extort money out of people. Oh, hang on, he's going to land an army here. Oh, well, that's going to be his mistake. Let's go hunt him down. Come back here. Oh, he's escaping to the sea. No, wait, he's changed his mind. Oh, we've got a virtuous Prince Bishop somewhere in the world, okay. Task's finished. He's finished the Fine Secrets task. I guess I'm aware of that fact. No, come back, come back. Yeah, he changed his mind there. Yeah, you've nowhere to run now. Cut you off from the coast. Hoping this will be over pretty quickly. Voice of Reason. Another council meeting on the conflict. Lonan and the Spy Master are arguing violently about the training regime of the troops. As king, I could silence them a single word, but I have a better idea. My diplomatic pursuits have given me insight into how to handle situations like this to please everyone. So I can... Do I want to side with Lonan, or... I think we want our Spy Master to like us more, so we'll do that. Yeah, there we go. Kick their butt. If we can pursue them, finish them off. No, I guess they get to retreat free to the sea. Okay. Oh, the levy has left his farmland unworked. I'm sorry, bud, but I needed the troops. We're not that close to winning this war, but that's fine. We're going to get up there and help them siege that down. So, oh, let's have a look here. Sway compliments. I can compliment my spy spy master. Let's have a look at him. He's a seducer. I mean, I think we compliment his handsome appearance then, since he's a seducer. That seems to be perfect. Yes, aren't you a handsome devil? Yep, he enjoyed being complimented on his good looks, so nice. Yep, they're still en route to that. Ooh, there's a big ol' army coming though. And it's a better quality army than ours. That's a problem. Oh, we've won the war. Okay, cool. That's seems reasonable. Let's just disband the troops. Send them home. Outstanding. So let's see. We're second in line to inherit Orkney as well, because I'm guessing because it's his. We can ask her to fifth go, don't want to. I can go to war people. Meath. Where's Meath? Over there. I don't really want to go to war with him. Doesn't that? What I really probably want to do at some point is go to war with Strathclyde here. Oh, he's already at war with West Francia. That's interesting. Oh no, he's defending against either the Boneless, but he's allied to Francia. Interesting. Oh, maybe we don't want to go to war with him then, because I don't think we're in any position to take on Francia. Have we built our shiny new holdings here? We have. Oh wait, no, not quite. Nearly. It's almost there. Ivar won a war against Strathclyde, although we still have a Strathclyde, so it looks like he took Lennox here. There's our sparring grounds. Outstanding. So that makes our skirmishers just better. Let's see what else can we build here. Markets for money, but palisades could be good. They'll make our archers better, which I'm a big fan of. Spearmen we don't have any of, but we'll still get more levies, more garrison, and a defender advantage, which potentially could be quite handy. So, oh, and that is going to require, yeah, a bit of gold, bit of prestige. So let's go ahead and construct. Okay, so that's going there. Now let's have a look. We've taken care of our court physicians, so we could call a hunt, host a feast, go on a pilgrimage, convert to local culture, but no, I'd like to convert them to Gaelic. Invite champions. We could potentially get somebody with a really good high martial score to be a knight. Yeah, let's invite some champions. See who shows up. If we can get any really good knights that might also make strong military commanders. Because we're not especially good. So we got one champion has arrived. Let's have a look. Wow, you are a boss, sir. Look at his stats. Oh, look at that. He's an organizer. He is delicate, however. Give him a bit of health penalty. But he's a legendary blade master. Tough soldier. He's a bit greedy. He's ambitious. He's sadistic. Marshall's okay, but mostly we want him for his personal skill with the blade. So let's recruit him. He costs peanuts. And there you go. You're a new champion for us. You are a raging killing machine. Good. Let's see if any more show up. Hopefully, if we can get a good retinue. Rise of the Scots. Although they share the common origins with other Anglo-Saxons, the clans living in northern Britain's lowlands have adapted to life in the rugged terrain. Diverging culturally and linguistically from the former countrymen, these Scots have enthusiastically embraced their new cultural identity. Oh, great. Does that mean we're Scots now? No, we're still Gaelic. That's interesting. So we've got Pictish, Cumbrian. I don't care about Cumbrian, Gaelic, Pictish. Oh, and there we go, a new perk for our stewardship. Outstanding. So I think we're now going to want to start bringing our construction costs down. Seems like the thing to do. Factory and Norse populists. Oh, for goodness sake, look at all these factions. Where are these guys at? The Norse populists. You are in Orkney. I suppose Orkney is technically under my sway now because it belongs to my brother, who's who's a vassal of mine. I'm wondering if... Sway infiltrators. Come to attention, some local commoners are moving to Dunkeld, the capital of my spy master. Locals, newly settled, are not praising me. Can surely do no harm to his perception. So, we can pay a small amount of gold to gain sway screen pro. Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of gold. We went and raided a bunch. We can declare war on Petty King Run of Strathclyde. Yeah, his forces are vastly inferior. Can't invade his kingdom or conquer his whole duchy, but I could conquer a county. So, what's the contested title here? The Earldom of down there. Sure, why not? Let's... War it shall be! Raise the banners, sir. Now let's call in my allies. Yeah, come on. Yeah, well, let's call our queen in as well. Why not? Let's get going. Oh, we've got another champion has arrived. I'm gonna have a look at him. Yeah, everyone's coming to join my war. Good, good, good. We got a couple. Yeah, you're pretty boss. We'll recruit you. You're kind of pricier, but that's fine. We got tons of money. 13, I mean, you're still better than most of my lower down knights, so yeah, we'll recruit you to the court. There we go, a couple of better knights. Okay. March on, let's go and do some invading. Oh yeah, everybody wants in on this war. Who wouldn't? We'll maybe wrap up our little war here and conclude this episode. These are probably going to run quite long, because it's quite a long, detailed game. So I can't see doing sort of 20-30 minute episodes. This is probably going to be hour-plus episodes. Yeah, we're giving him a good caning. Oh, and we took Petty King... We took his son captive at the battle, and that immediately lets us enforce our demands. Boom, that was easy. He doesn't like me now. Oh, our queen is pregnant. That's good. I guess when she came over for the war, things went down. Let's disband the army again. That was a short, sweet war. Oh, we can ransom this chap. Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. More wars we can declare. I think we're good. Low county control in Galloway. We can fix that. Hang on, we got our council. We can get our marshal to improve control down here. Excellent. Alright, well that was a nice successful war. We've expanded our holdings down here. I'm a little bit concerned still about the Vikings, but we'll see what happens there. We may be able to forge some alliances to help us take them on. I'm betting these guys have got quite a lot of allies. Yeah, they're allied with Jorvik. He's raiding a bunch of people, and he's got a truce there. So, yeah, basically, if we go to war with one of these, we're probably going to war with both of them. And look at the size of their military. That's not a fight we can take on, so... Never mind. Let's have a look at our dungeon. There's our... who have we got prisoner? This guy. Oh, goodness. Anyway, burdened we oppressed lost for too long, no more. We are done paying taxes. Who's this chap? He's a leader of the peasant revolt. I could... No, let's start a war then. Fine. So be it. We're gonna have to crush the peasants. Yeah, great, you've been ransomed. Right, let's go crush these guys. Look at the veterancy of our troops. Hi. I heard you would like a war. Yep, there we go, we've won. That was easy. We've imprisoned him. couple of factions have disbanded. We can stand our army down. And I guess that guy's in jail now. Yeah, the leader of the rebellion. Oh, yeah, execute him, I guess. Apparently not. All this. Powerful vassal wants to... Is this the guy? I don't know who you are. Oh, you're some dude down here. No? No, you're not a powerful vassal. You can get lost. You're not getting him. No, we don't need that. We don't... Yeah, okay, we're doing well. Okay, so I think that's a reasonable place for stop. We've expanded our kingdom a little bit. We've consolidated our hold over our various vassals here are feeling a bit, you know, nicer towards us. I think the next thing we're maybe want to have a wee... You know, we've participated in a couple of wars quite successfully. We've done some good raiding. I think the next thing we're going to maybe want to look at doing is dealing with our brother. I'm not a big fan of this whole succession thing. Where his... Yeah, this chap who thinks the... Yeah, it's his son. Is it? No, it's not. I don't know who this chap is. Now, certainly, I don't want him to be taken over as ruler, so we're going to need to sort that nonsense. We change our succession law. We can change our succession laws. Interesting. Well, we'll have a look at that in the next episode. For now, I'm going to pop a little break in here. As always, if you have enjoyed watching this, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. If you want to follow along with this or any of my other Let's Plays, we've got a few of them now, just go ahead and give it a subscribe, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I drop a new episode. And yeah, if any of the rest of you grabbed Crusader Kings 3 already, what are you thinking of it? You know, pop some comments below. I'd be interested to hear how other people are getting on with this. As always, I will see you next time.